Happy weekend, everyone. Made it to the weekend. Now, one thing you should definitely try and do this weekend is get outside. Get outside and experience some sunlight, which, this time of year is not that easy, but we need to get out in it because sunlight is good for our health and it's a big issue of us not getting enough nowadays. They reckon 1 billion people worldwide currently have a vitamin D deficiency. It's probably even higher than that, to be honest. We're not getting out as much as we should do. If you think about how humans have lived for thousands and thousands of years before, we were mostly outside and we would have been out in the sun all the time. Even if it's a cloudy day, you're still getting sunlight if you're outside. Now, we wake up in our house, we get into our car, we drive to work, we're inside the office all day, we come home, and then we're inside again all evening. We're not getting hardly any daylight, and we're low in vitamin D. So some of the symptoms of being low in vitamin D are fatigue, not sleeping well, depression, other mental health issues, getting sick easily, muscle pain, muscle weakness, loss of appetite, lots of things that probably a lot of people identify with. And one of the best ways we get vitamin D is from getting out in the sun and getting that daylight, letting the sun's rays hit our skin. That's one of our best ways. The other ways we can do it are through eating foods higher in vitamin D, which, we've got like fatty fish. It's very good, nice fatty, oily fish like salmon and mackerel and tuna and things like that. And they're all good for it. And then natural sunlight is the other one that's really good for us. And what you need to do is make sure that sun's getting on your skin. That's when the vitamin D is produced, is when the sun comes in contact with your skin. So we want sun into our eyes as well. That lets our body know we're in the sun. As we say, that's good for our circadian rhythm as well. But you want it on your skin, so you want to have your arms out. You can get some of your legs out and get it on your face as well. So if you just go out in the sun but you're completely covered up, you're not getting the effects. You need it to come into contact with your skin. And just between 5 and 30 minutes a day has been shown to give a good improvement to your vitamin D levels, which is really not that much. And then the other thing is that we're also low in melatonin, which again is to do with sun exposure. And if you get more sun exposure, then your melatonin levels are going to come up a bit. And melatonin has a big effect on our sleep as well, even more so than vitamin D. Melatonin is essential for our sleep. So if we're low on that, that's also going to be a struggle, and melatonin deficiency raises your risk of serious diseases. So overall, we need to get outside more and get that sunlight because it's really important. This is why when you go on holiday, you instantly feel great. When you go on a summer holiday and you're in the sun, instantly feel great every day. It's not just because you're on holiday and you're away from home and you're not at work. It's because you're getting that sunshine. You're getting that sunlight, which makes us feel good. If you just took a week off at home and didn't go out anywhere, you wouldn't feel very good. But you go on holiday, you get the sun, and it makes you feel great. You wake up in the morning, you're just ready to go instantly. You get home, you wake up and you're like, can't be bothered to go anywhere. It's grey and horrible outside. So that sunlight is super important to our health. So let's try and get outside as much as we can, get that sunlight, that fresh air, and you're going to see it improve your health.